Greetings and welcome to One Spark of Love Church, One Spark of Love, NPO Incorporated. And today's sermon session is Adventure in Today, whatever today is in 2024. I don't keep track of that stuff. Because this week, it's a lucky week for me that basically I am on a week vacation while my personal truck is at the mechanic. And it's amazing that everything has feet. So my medication decided that it had feet when it was supposedly delivered to my home. So after 30 years, I decided, hey, why not? I'll have my medication delivered to my home. No, wrong choice. It gets lost somewhere. Somebody decided they needed it. So I have to walk a couple blocks. But when you're not feeling good because your kidneys and liver are falling apart, your esophagus is falling apart, you're not really up into doing all that, right? Because your immune system's going down, and it's just a whole laundry list of medical issues. So with that said, walking just like a couple of steps, it's like creating a mountain out of a molehill, trying to get that energy to be able to do that. Okay, so it's only a block and a half away, but I went to the pharmacy because I'd already called the pharmacy company or the insurance company and I told them what's going on. They said, you're going to have to pay out of pocket. Okay, so whoop-de-doo, what else is new, right? So I get over there and I tell them that I don't have Good RX because that's by a corporation called Casco. No, I have Single Care, and that's through United Healthcare, which is more for the people. So when it's more for the people, I'm all up in there, okay? So basically I go over there and it's really cool when people really get to know you. So you're like Norm on Cheers. And I go over and I start talking to just somebody standing in line. And 3 of the pharmacists come over and then, can I help you? So then I tell them, and then the 2 dissipate. And then the one's like, yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah, because I'm Norm on Cheers, alright? So they remember me. Okay. I've always had one of those things, look like, I don't know, movie stars and stuff. I have a million paparazzi. What can I say? I've said that for years. So anyways, they're doing the process, and I said, I'm going to go look around while you guys are doing that. Hopefully I won't have to come back because my truck is in the mechanics. And it's a long walk getting back. Alright? So I sat there and I looked inside the pharmacy because I'm on a new mission today. Come to find out, after cancer and cancer treatments, no longer can I have, because my medical issues, high histamine, glucosamine, or gluten, and just all this crap. Histamine intolerant is the same thing as gluten. So after all these medical issues, there are certain things I can have and certain things I can't. So when I take something, whether it's food or liquid, it basically is good for one part and attacking the other body part. So my body parts inside are attacking each other. So it's a matter of survival, trying to figure out what's going on. So I can no longer have, I used to do a combo of hibiscus tea with green tea, then white tea, then black tea, and, change those around. No longer can I do this. Okay, for many medical issue reasons, why no longer can I do this? Yeah, after cancer, many of your routines you thought were an okay go-to. No. Things must change. So you can have black tea when you're young, green tea when you're an adult, white tea over the age of 50. However, with my medical issues, I cannot have those teas anymore. Because basically, you can't have, when you've had sinus cancer, you can't have fermented foods. Okay, it'll kill you, it'll plug you up, and you can't breathe or swallow. Do you feel like dying or eating what's going to kill you? I mean, come on, really? rocket science, no X-nay on that. It's called logic. Alright? So, no more of those teas. Was my go-to for many, many years. Alright? So then I started doing a combo of cold brew hibiscus tea with green tea. And then I was going to switch it to hibiscus tea with white tea. Yeah, I can't do that anymore because unfortunately with what I'm going through now is that the hibiscus is messing with my liver and my kidneys, so they're fluctuating in the wrong direction, which then helps my esophagus falling apart become worse. I mean, and it doesn't change my headaches, it creates migraines on top of what I already got. Like, no, thank you. So, no more hibiscus. Okay, so what's the next best thing? Did my research. So what is it? So in the morning, my morning tea will be a lovely world called pomegranate tea. I will make my own because I'm a DIY kind of gal. Do it yourself. Why am I going to waste my babies with somebody else? I keep my pennies in my pocket because pennies have babies called dollars. And no, that's not a glitch. It's called a wink wink. Okay? Everybody's so paranoid. If you're in a glitch, it's because you asked for it. Alright? So, how to do my adventure while my truck is in the shop and I'm feeling like crap. I'm getting a little bit of energy. Okay, let's do this. So I go pick up my prescription. They knew who I was. Yay. So you didn't spend a lot of time. And then when it says it's ready, because it dings your phone, you walk up and you just look. And that's all I had to say. And two of them were over there handing me my prescription. That's a good thing about being Norm on Cheers. Okay. And they always look at me when I go to these different establishments, like at the doctor or the pharmacy or the grocery store, wherever I'm going, and they say, "You look different without your uniform." Yeah. Civilian clothes, as some people call it. So this is my adventure outfit for the day. Okay, because I'm on an adventure. I'm on a mission. My mission is to change from hibiscus tea to some other kind of tea. Now, hibiscus is great when you don't have medical issues because it will lower the blood pressure and it will stop the gums from receding. Well, now we gotta find something else. So I know that when I go and I change stuff like that, that was actually working correctly for one body part, but attacking another body part, things change. And just like with everything in life, you get a rut. You get comfortable. I'm right where I need to be. No. No. Let me tell you, this is how it works, alright? Now, just like we have to go to these classes for continuing ed, for if you have a spray license to spray at the schools, because you want to make sure you're on the up and up, because you're a state employee, or a county, or a federal, you're a government employee, you got to be licensed to spray for weeds. So every time we go to this class, every year, the instructor, I thought the man was crazy. When I first met him, it's like, somebody needs to lock this guy away. Well, the thing is he's teaching very boring subject. And I'm sure it's got to be boring for him, because he also teaches the class, and then he comes and he teaches us in continuing ed. It's like, this poor guy. Then I began to see his sense of humor. So if I have a different kind of sense of humor, I'm trying to put a positive twist on a negative and create a funny heart smiles and belly laughs in a negative to a positive way. That's how it works. That is the best elder teaching the younger generation called you, because you have not realized your own power of what you are creating, of who you are. That's the way it is. So as I'm doing this, I might giggle and laugh because there is hilarity in that if you actually listen. You hear with human ears, but you listen with your whole being. That is the 4 bodies of being and personality. That's how that works, okay? Now, on my adventure, I got the long sleeves because, we don't want sun cancer. That's why I usually stay very covered up from head to toe, because the driver from the ride company takes senior citizens to the hospital, the cancer hospital. She said that 90% of her clientele, why did they go? Rocket science here, folks. No, it's logic. They got skin cancer from the sun. Hello. I mean, I've known that since my 20s, okay? So basically, you're going to have that sun, direct sun. Guess how long? Oh, whopping 30 minutes first thing in the morning, or when you first go out there. After that, you cover up from head to toe. Why do you think you look all pretty with laser surgery burning on your face and your ears and your head? Because you got skin cancer. Oh, I look pretty. Look at my fashion. I'm not covered up. Is that sun your friend or foe? Hello, hello, hello. It's not rocket science. It's logic. Okay, so I'm doing my daily outfit because I'm on a mission. A mission is an adventure. And in my adventure, what am I doing? I am looking for one particular item. Sure, my truck is over there, and I have to go get my prescription over there, and I have to walk 1.5 miles over there. It's only 1.5 blocks, but it's the point of the matter. I was walking over to get that, and then on my adventure, I see that next door, they're leaking. Okay. So as a professional landscaper, I know exactly what the issue is because I've been doing this for over 30 years, right? They got a drip line that's leaking, right? So I'll go over there. When I see it wrong, it needs to be right. So it's like chapstick, Carmex, whatever, right? Because you get dry lips. That's a wonderful world about being old, right? I know when the wind, as that dirt, the air dries you out. And there you go, and your collagen is fading, and everything starts fading to the ground. You got to cover up the lips. It's called protection. So you're protecting it from the air and the dirt and the microbes and all that good stuff. So doing all that, I'm walking along. I see this drip. So in the drip, I'm like, okay, I see a problem. I solve it, because I don't want to hear whining, bitching, moaning, complaining, mourning a little girl, or they're pansy. Sorry to say, but I work with 98% pansies, because they bitch, whine, moan, and complain, mourn a little girl. What can I say? Even other men have noticed this, that they lead their life by emotion. You don't do that, even though you're a girl. Well, no, they lead their life by emotion. I lead my life by logic. It's not rocket science. So I see the drip. I go over to the place. I say, you know what? I'm walking along. It's my day off. My truck is in the shop. And I'm a professional landscaper of over 30 years. I work for that school district, and I live next door. You got a drip. You need to plug that up, because what happens is that it grows weeds. There are no plants around. What are you doing? You're creating bugs that are going to make a home, and it's creating fungus. And yeah, it's not a pretty picture. So you need to plug it up. And she looks at me, and I said, yeah, it's this little, she goes, we've looked everywhere for how to fix this. I said, it's simple. Sometimes if you have a power outage, it's an electrical deal, so you have to reset your clock. I mean, there's so many variables that come through when it comes to irrigation, okay? So you just need to plug it up. She looks at me, I say, yeah, it's this little piece of plastic you put at the end of your drip line. Just tell your gardener he needs to plug it up. He'll know what to do. She goes, and then you can look for it later. I said, exactly. Take care of the issue. It's like putting a Band-Aid on, just like doctors. They put a Band-Aid on because they're giving you a prescription. And then lo and behold, those are just treatments. They're not curing. So when you keep your pennies in your pocket that grow into dollars, that means that are you helping or hurting someone else, or helping or hurting yourself by paying for somebody else's house and car, blah, 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 lifestyle, right? I'm a DIY kind of gal, do it yourself. So basically, I'm telling them to stop this crap, because what happens is it's going to make everybody sick inside when you got mold and fungus growing, alright? It's got a bug infestation. Seriously? The gardener should know this. This is called work ethic. You better have work ethic. That's why a lot of men at work don't want to work with me, because I make them work. It's called work ethic. Alright? Now, basically, in my adventures, what I'm looking for? Pomegranate. I will start making pomegranate tea. Why? Because if you're a man and you have prostate cancer, go to the store and get some pomegranate. It takes care of the lower half body organs. Where's your hormones? In your testosterone, inside your cojones, okay? It's the same with women. Where are your hormones? Inside your little eggs, okay? So there you go. Solve that issue. Eat some pomegranate, for Pete's sake. So I'm going to put it in my pot. I have a 5-quart pot, and everything I cook is about 3 quarts, and it's for the week. So I will make that, put that in there, and probably this time I will boil it, make it into, what you call it, a juice, or make it soft. Make it soft, and then add water to it. And then 2 pinches in a gallon, 2 pinches of Himalaya salt, because I need the minerals, because I don't have a thyroid, so I gotta add a little bit in there. So I will be making that. So today I spent, in my little adventures, I spent, let's see, $24.48 for 16 items at the farmer's market. Now at the farmer's market, I got some bok choy, Chinese cabbage, dragon fruit. I got some pomegranate, and I got some kiwi, and I got some Promisium. Okay. And then I got some, I thought this would be cool. I'm trying this out, as French pumpkin sesame. Well, sesame is one of the 4 powerhouse of seeds that you must take every morning. I cook it in my oatmeal loaded, okay? So that's that. And I got my prescription, and along the way, I always, because the spirit realm talks to me and tells me in my path who's coming and who went. And it will give me light and dark feathers, because my spirit guide is an old Indian man I saw when I was 5 years old, and he had 1 feather in the back of his head. So along my path and my travels, whether I'm mowing, walking, driving, whatever, I get feathers. So I pick them up, and then I sit them in a bowl of soapy water for a couple of days, and then I rinse it out. And then I'm going to be making bookmarkers with them. And this is part of my adventures each and every day. I found some really cool ones. They really be cool. Now, if it happens, I will be shocked. But who knows, right? If anything's weird or bizarre, welcome to my world. Now, it'd be really super cool if I'm walking along and there's a peacock feather or an ostrich feather. Hey, my skills will be upgrading. Alright, so for a few months, I did not wear my earbuds. I took them out a couple of days ago. I charged them. And lo and behold, 2 different brands. Lo and behold, for some odd reason, the left, which I can hear, and with the radiation cancer treatment, I have permanent hearing damage in my right ear, so I wear a cochlear hearing aid. They put implants in the back of your head, and you snap the hearing aids on so you can hear through the bones in your head. So my right, that I can't hear anyways, is not working. So both pairs, the earbuds, are not working. If anything is weird or bizarre, welcome to my world, I always say. So, yeah, so I find out from the cashier, you get to know people when you live in a community. So I tell the cashier that gets me my, I don't know where it went, my tea. How odd. It's around somewhere. I always go in there, it's inside the farmer's market, is the tea. And it's a little coffee shop. So I go over there, and going there so long, I just say the usual, and they know exactly what I want. It's a hot chai tea with coconut milk, and she used to sprinkle cinnamon. However, I can no longer have cinnamon. And number 2, when you divide your foods, cinnamon will help you sleep. So you definitely take cinnamon before 6 p.m. because you always eat dinner, your last meal of the day, by 6 p.m. If you work third shift, you're just screwing up your body. That's all there is to it. You're not getting your melatonin, serotonin, technically as you're needing your pituitary pineal gland to activate your DMT, alright? So y'all need to switch that and get rid of your third shift job, alright? So I got those, then I went to the mailbox when I got home, and yeah, it's a mail room. So I went to my mail room, which everybody lives here in the park, so you go in your mail room, and I got my pickup for the month, my electric bill, and my electric bill for the month is $44.19. So I'll be going to the, when I get my truck back, I'll be going to the bank and take out a certain amount, because you have to pay your lot lease. That's the way it is in this state. Everything is by lease. You don't pay month to month. You pay for your lease. So to pay for lot lease is where my RV sits. It's the same thing if you have a park model home and manufactured home, whatever. You have to pay for the land because if somebody else owns the land. So I have to pay my electric for $44. What is winter? So I live on propane, and it's really hard when you're highly sensitive. I'm sensitive before cancer, and all of a sudden I'm way past the chart of sensitive. So I'm laying on the what you call it, the cart, the gurney, whatever, getting my radiation. They strap you down, and they got it's this long to the end of my waist to the top of my head is like this plastic. It's form fitted, so when the radiation machine goes over, and it's getting you, me, I fall asleep. Big old loud machines, I just fall asleep. It don't bother me none, because my Gangmore, that's slang, 15-foot wingspan, 11 blade, 4-wheel drive, and hydraulic. I call it my trusty steed, and I want to be the first female Gangmore racer nationwide. This is the big girl toys, this heavy equipment that sits on my trailer. It's 18,000 pounds that I pull with my truck. It's a 550 10-cylinder dump truck. So yeah, this is heavy equipment. So I am the first female Gangmore racer nationwide. Whether they have an association or not, everybody in the district knows I am number 1. And the coaches at the schools, I no longer mow the high schools because they don't like the way I mow. She's mowing too fast. Whiners. That's all I work with is whiners. And they're supposed to be teaching the younger generation, well, how to whine? What's wrong with you? Don't be a problem. Be a solution. Okay? So for me, dividing my herbs, now with the bok choy and the Chinese cabbage and all that, my friend, this is an herb. You call it a vegetable. I dry it out, sprinkle it on my food. It's an herb. You take out the moisture out of any veggie, it becomes an herb. So if I say that I'm taking 68 herbs, they say you're taking too much. Okay, so you're telling me that my bok choy, my Chinese cabbage, my rutabagas, everything else I'm not supposed to eat my vegetables anymore because I'm taking too much. Is that what you're telling me? Don't assume and don't judge because you think that something is one way when in reality, step out of rocket science and step into reality. Alright. New day, new way, new me. Kosher motif. What is kosher? Balance. Motif is lifestyle. Check yourself at the door. Thank you very much. Meaning, check your hormones before you invade my 6 feet. Your aura expands 3 feet out from your body. Your aura, my aura, comes together. And guess what? It's been around for over 4,000 years. It's called world science. And we have our baby science called American Medical Association. Don't get too close within 6 feet because COVID. Dude, what world do you live in? This has been on the books of world science for thousands of years. Step out of wishful thinking utopia, psychosomatic brainwashing that they want to make you believe. What's wrong with you? Step in my world called reality. Alright? Now, for you, check your hormones before you walk in the door. Alright? That means become emotionally mature. Thank you very much. Now, to help me with my medical issues, as a lot of people, a lot of people have actually said, and it's like, okay, well, this is super cool. I've been working on this for about 50 years, okay? I'm 61, so what does that tell you? Pretty much a lifestyle. I'm 40 years study, research, experiment, experience, 40 years of holistic nutrition, mind, body, emotion, spirit, the 4 quadrants of personality. Okay. Learn it, live it, love it. The trilogy in L. That's what life is all about. Okay. So I am to make my life simpler because, there's some days that your memory fades and you have to be like, come back. And you have certain foods that will help you bring your memory back. Alright? The rule of thumb is you can't do something for too long because then your body becomes immune to it. Just like your plants and everything else. If it's good for the plant, it's good for you. If it's good for you, it's good for the plant. If it's good for the animal, it's good for you. If it's good for you, it's good for the animal. It's all about the species helping each other. That's how it works, okay? Now you have to understand exactly how do you do this. It's the 5 W's. Who, what, when, why, how. You don't just assume and judge. Because then in reality, you're judging your own inadequacies. Because when you're judging something else, you're thinking that in the subconscious is that they're not better than me, I'm better than them. And then, boop, karma hits you upside the head. Just like any good parent, the universe will smack you upside the head. Behave yourself. They will give you what you want in the form of a need. And what is that? Tough love. You will receive a sickness, illness, disease because you're so busy judging someone else. Check your hormones at the door. Check yourself at the door before you come in. Hello? I don't judge other people because I find it's like, that takes too much energy in reality. Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense in my world. Why do people want to keep hurting themselves? Create karmic credit instead of karmic debt, for Pete's sake. No. I listen with one earbud. It looks fantastic. You gotta have both. You can't have one or the other one don't work if they're not both connected. I don't know. Me and electronics have never been friends. And I always say, guess what? I will kill it. I have on many occasions, I kill it. If you understand how EMF works through the meridian, you understand I kill it. I've killed more computers and more electronics that actually happen. And people at the stores are confused why something's not working right or taking too long. I said, listen, I have too much energy. That's basically EMF. I have too much EMF, life force energy. If I don't like something, I think it, boom, it's dead. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go outside, close the door, come back, and it'll be working. Sure enough, it's working. That's the way it works. I think it happens. Okay, so I'm just on the lookout for that peacock and ostrich feather on my travels. Wouldn't that be super cool? Dude, do you know what kind of, like, I would take my pothos plant and you grow them around the border of your ceiling. And, yeah, you would touch it to the wall. I have a specific way to do that. And then it grows. You have a real plant growing on the ceiling and not just, stick-ons. Shame on you. I'm a landscaper. Don't be picking out no fake plants. What's wrong with you, okay? Because those are dust collectors. Are you going to get up there and dust that every day? I think not. So what you have to do with the plant is that you have to put it under some running water so that the plant releases the dust, because what happens, there are pores in the leaves that sends the nutrients to the roots of the plant so the plant can grow. If it doesn't get the nutrients it needs, because like you breathe carbon dioxide, the plant then picks that out through its leaves, goes down, and it filters that out and gives you oxygen. So each species helps itself when you help it. You see, that's how it works. So I think it was really cool. I did that for many, many years. And unfortunately, we had a bug infestation for a while because they're ripping up miles because they're putting in new tram, light rail, whatever, electronic shuttle that's taking people from one end of town to the next. So they're digging up all the dirt, and if you've had sinus cancer, it's hard to breathe. You're plugging me up, dude. And so then they're instigating all that. So all the bugs that were under the dirt come up and invade homes and everything else because y'all are killing their home. So now that it's dying way down, I can go back to getting some plants to help me breathe. And plants grow through your EMF, and then you receive the EMF from them, because the plants also have the auras just like you that go through the fourth chakra, because that 3D third dimension goes through the fourth chakra out to your fifth chakra, and the 5D fifth dimension out of your chakra. So it goes from the aura through the portals out your chakra, and you have 28, by the way. So basically I will be able to load my home again, and I wanted to grow plants inside. However, I'm trying to see the time, and I don't have my glasses on. They do come in really handy once in a while, I just forget I have them. Okay, 33 minutes. Okay, I have my time limit, and basically what I'm doing is my biography. So then I can say, okay, when I'm dead and gone, and they ever write about me, look at that, look, an adventure. When they write about me, they can get the facts and figures straight. So there's not no hearsay conglomerate. I don't think so. It's like I have many, many goals, and I'm accomplishing many, many goals. 25 years in college, 16 certificates and diplomas, 6 college degrees, 2 doctor degrees, and I'm working on my 3rd doctor degree. It's trilogy in Doctorville. Okay. Oh yeah, another thing. I'm walking along because I gotta go on my daily walk, which I haven't done that in like 2 months because my liver and kidneys are playing havoc right now. So as I'm walking along, and it's like, dude, some people have souped up golf carts. That's what people do when they're old. Yeah, because you can't do your motorcycles and cars and trucks anymore. Yeah, we're gonna soup up and put flames and stuff on our go-kart. Yeah, okay. Really? Yeah, so the golf carts are actually, they're making them street legal and everything. Okay, well, living in the desert, you kind of got to have it fully closed, and you got to have AC in your golf cart, and then you make it street legal, and you could be traveling anywhere where the bike lanes are. You're going to be saving on mileage, you're going to be saving on this and that, and wow, I can't wait to retire so I can get my souped up golf cart. So this guy, he's going along. I don't know why. I just don't get it. People see me, and many times they pull over to the side of the road as I'm walking, and they're watching this, when I'm mowing, I'm working, they're watching this old lady work. What's wrong with you, you stalker, you? That's why I have a million paparazzi. I came up with my own rap, my son is a rapist. And he was a rapper for like, I don't know, 15, 20 years, right? Plays in clubs and all over. So anyways, I tell him, everything in life, I get so irritated. I get so mad. People get afraid. I get mad. I'm going to take care of business, okay? So basically, I get mad, I get irritated, so you have to go through the 8 levels of emotions in psychology to reach the level of number 8 in acceptance. Okay. Freudian theory, dogma norm, put that stuff out the trash. I already learned that. No, it's actually something much deeper. When you learn the truth, which is center of T, which is the third eye chakra, learn truth, alright? Now, the only way you can do that is to naturally activate your DMT and your pituitary pineal gland, and life happens, okay? So anyways, I'm watching this guy in his golf cart. He's going by super slow. And I said, oh, you're hanging out in Turtleville, eh? And he looks at me. People look at me because they're bizarre about my language. My ex-husband used to tell me, you need to write a dictionary. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. He looks at me. I said, yeah, who won the race, the tortoise or the hare? I said, you're doing Turtleville. You're going real slow. And he goes, and do you have a driver's license for, what did he say? Walking? Do you have a walking license? I said, good one. Have a good day. And I walk on. There's usually men that are younger and emotionally immature. They have to say stupid stuff. They want to challenge you because you're a female. But men are jokesters. That's all there is to it. A lot of times women don't get their sense of humor. But there are some men that are actually emotionally mature, and his sense of humor was right on the money, as I say. So that was a good one, a good comeback. Sometimes I say stuff to people and they get that blank stare on their face like they're the deer and I'm the headlights coming at them. Get out of the shenanigan crap called dogma norm, okay? Any second I see a moment. It is called heart smiles and belly laughs. That's what life's all about. Life is all about the adventure of what you are creating. Because your trauma, cold to death, drama, the emotion you attach to that trauma, creates the experience that creates the memories that create the adventure. It's not rocket science, it is logic. So every second I get, I'm creating heart smiles and belly laughs because I'm creating my adventure of my memories. And in the meantime, if I touch the hearts and souls and guide all those of the lost souls through spiritual healing, spiritual counseling, spiritual teaching, then I've done my job. After 3 different cancers, God, the universe, keeps sending me back. Why? Because I got a job to do. Seriously, did I ask for this? No. However, if you knew actually world science, you know that in many past lives, I did ask for this. Why? I don't know. I have to figure that out along my path, my travels, and my adventures as I age. So that's why that's happening. My mission today was getting my prescription and becoming Norm and Cheers. Getting that pomegranate. That's 2 down. 1 more to go. The other one is by separating all my herbs, because your body can only tolerate for so long, and then it becomes immune, and then just like your prescriptions and whatnot, your body will be immune and can no longer take it. That's because there's a time limit. There's a time limit on everything in life, simply because the human changes, human personality and body and everything. The human being changes every 7 years. And so then my body's telling me, it's time, woman. It's time for a change. Put the hibiscus away. Oh, man. It sucks because I will stock up. That's what I do. I'm a bulk buyer, so I stock up. So now I have my 68 herbs, I'm going to give to my coworker because it's 6 mason jars and it's 5 gallons of 68 herbs. So he's going to get 6 of those because I can no longer take those 68 herbs. It's like, man, they were my go-to. So now I have to change my nutrition because of medical issues and because of age. So I figured out why now. My liver and kidneys are falling apart. So I have to get rid of hibiscus, start up on my pomegranate tea. Pomegranate? Yes. Pomegranate tea. And then I have to go and make notes for myself in my spreadsheet. And so then this way I can keep track. And then I was going to do it at the end of this year because I've got 3 years now of recipes, plant-based foods. I might have to go in a little bit longer into 2025, and then I can do the book, because I have 3 copyrights of 1 book, and then I have to put the whole thing together. So it's 3 books in 1, so I'm rewriting that, and then I have the other 4. So I have 8 books that I'm working on, and then I'm working on the cookbook that coincides with so many of your EMFs and your ions and so many fabulous things. And I try to say it simple as possible. What I teach is quantum physics and metaphysics through spirituality. Actually, it's much deeper than that. I just try to bring it down. And I don't like dumbing down. I just bring it down, and I have to step into kindergarten so people can understand what I'm communicating. Kindergarten for me, but not for them, because I have to remember that just because I've been doing something for a long time doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't know about it. They don't have common sense. That's not how it works. It's the frontal lobe of the human brain is the practical down-to-earth common sense, and that's 3D, 3rd dimension, okay, of the human 5 senses in Earth's physical being. It's a whole slew of information that most people get overloaded. Well, for me, I've been all my life mental gymnastics. It's not hard if you've done it all your life. So anyways, I will make notes, and so by next year, hopefully be able to publish that. So I'm working on my fractal postcards while I'm finishing this book, and then I can start teaching my metaphysical workshops and classes so that people can understand its world everything for multi-generations and multiverses and multi-galaxies, and it's just the whole spiel. Okay, I am unispherical muse. That means one spherical spirit inspiration, and this is what I do. And I don't remember, but I did before the numerology of what that is, and that's my number, because in Greek Hebrew numerology, I'm a number 4. It's my destiny. I was born in this life a number 5, that is mother, father, ionic energy. And then Kabbalah numerology, I'm number 6. And when you go around the world numerology, I am becoming who it is that I was meant to become. And helping me on that path is herbs. Like I said, I take my vegetables and fruits and turn them into an herb, because I dry them out. You take out the moisture, no life. You add moisture, life begins. That's how you get fungus and mold, and when you eat certain foods, it helps certain body parts and so on and so forth. Okay, it's more than, I make it simple so some people can understand. It's like being a dietitian, okay? Because you want to know the tissue cells of the chemical compounds of that particular plant, how it helps the human being. Well, there's so many other factors when you're a metaphysician that you're going to do to help someone. So part of mine is experimenting. I am my own guinea pig. If it works for me with all my medical issues, dude, it'll work for you. If it doesn't work for me, it ain't gonna work for you. It's gonna activate some things in your body you didn't know were there. Just like when you start working out, because you're gonna go into competitions like I was working on, 2 different competitions. Vegan bodybuilding, belly dancing, to promote my books. And so then cancer decided to invade my space, so I had to take some time off from that. When I get everything back in gear, then I can get back to training. For now, I have gotten some, I got these a few months back, I just ain't used them yet. These are recyclable, what you call it? Tea bags. And recyclable means you use it and you wash it, just like your clothes, and reuse it. Trust me, word of advice, I took 2 different brands, put it in the washer, and they just fell apart. So these are delicate. You wash them by hand. I'm taking my herbs. They're separated by medical issues. Like I have nerve damage because the cancer moved in the sinuses, gave me, what do you call it, deviated septum, and it was progressive tumor, progressive to the middle of my head. It was eating the bone in my head. That's actually cancer. What happens is that bacteria sits for too long and it becomes aggressive and starts moving, and it becomes a virus. These are the chemical compounds from growth, and growth happens when there's moisture. So to counteract that, you then doctor, hospital, pharmacy, and when you get rid of that, you get rid of the lovely things that they did, chemotherapy and radiation cancer treatments. You have those chemical compounds. My body says, foreign object, we have to get rid of it. You have to help it. Just like going to physical therapy. You have an accident. You go to physical therapy to move your feet, your legs, your arms, and okay? So, physical therapy, you must also give yourself physical therapy. So what I did was, it took about 3-4 months, and the herbs released the chemical compounds, and it was 68 herbs because it removed, this is world herbs to stop cancer. cancer herbs. So with that said, I got 68 I now have to get rid of because my body says, okay, woman, I'm done. I released it all. And you're creating havoc. Havoc is chaos. You're creating havoc in another part of your body. So my body is constantly fighting itself because I'm taking things to help this, but it's hurting this. It's like, seriously? It's a matter of my survival. I have to figure this stuff out. So it has to work at a percentage of micro. So your micro minerals, micro vitamins create a healthy lifestyle. Okay? 4 quadrants in personality. Now I'm taking my herbs and I'm putting them in the tea bags. And then I'll put it back in the, I got hundreds of mason jars. You need places to store your stuff. So I got the tea bags, and then I got my herbs. So this right here is, what is this? This is lemon balm. Lemon balm helps for sleep. Okay. So then when you have these things, it gets inside of your cup. So you end up drinking these, and it's like it gets stuck in your teeth, and you got to swallow it. You start choking. So they got to go in a tea bag. I tried the mesh ball, but the problem is there's so many holes in the mesh ball. The tea was coming in. So might as well just take a teaspoon and just, right? I don't want that in my cup. So I have to put them in tea bags. And so that's what I'm doing right now. And this one is, what is this? This is white peony, Peony, and that's for, I'm not going to say because I don't remember. It's either for energy, it's over there, or sleep is over here. That's why these are over here, and I'm in the process of working on them. So after I teabag them all, then, okay, I will have section. I'm going to put a little post-it note. This is for sleep. This is for nerve damage. Because like I say, the cancer caused nerve damage. And then I went through the radiation and all that. And it's still, the damaged nerve's not going to go away. I have to help it. So I have to take herbs for my nerve damage. So what I do is I'm taking 1 tea bag in my, now it's going to be pomegranate tea, 1 tea bag of energy, which is way better than coffee because I don't take cocoa beans. I take another kind of coffee. So a tea bag of energy and a tea bag of nerve damage. So if you've got 10 different herbs, 1 and 1. The next day switch it to energy, 1. And nerve, 1. So you switch it up, so this way you don't get immune to it. That's how it works. Rule of thumb is 6 weeks on, 3 weeks off. 6 weeks on, 3 weeks off. 6 weeks on, 3 weeks off. 3 times in a row, stop for 6 months. Start your regiment, routine, ritual again. And that's how it works. And that way your body doesn't become immune. And then it's like, my go-tos is like, seriously? Dude, now I gotta start all over. But the good thing is, positive twist and a negative. When I'm done with my cookbook, and I publish it, the people can see. You do this time of the day, you do it this many times of the day, you do it this season, you do it for this age, and it's way more. You are the residual. What you do creates a ripple effect. Like you throw a pebble on water and it skips. That's the ripple effect. You are the residual, creating your ripple effect in your life, from life path to soul path. And you are in control of this. I am doing control with my herbs and many other things in my life, because that's what I was meant to do. experiment, because I am my own experiment. I am my own teacher, my own patient, my own student, my own parent, my own everything. So that it's like, okay, when somebody else is doing whatever and they're getting sicker or whatever and all they can do is complain, dude, figure out a solution. Stop whining. Basically, do whatever you want. But you know what? This is what I do. It's called food for thought. A lot of times I tell people 5, 10 years in advance of what they need. They weren't ready for it. 10 years later, 5 years later, they're like, deja vu. I heard that somewhere before. Because it's sitting in your subconscious. The spirit realm is talking to you. You are not listening to your spirit. So your spirit comes and talks to my spirit to tell me, to tell you what you need to do. That's how it works. It's called EMF, folks. Now, do your budget. What are your 3 things that you're going to accomplish today? No such thing as yesterday. No such thing as tomorrow. It's only today that counts in personal growth. What are you creating in personal growth that creates a memory for you in your heart, smiles, and belly laughs by helping yourself and others? Karmic credit. When you're helping or hurting someone else, when you're hurting yourself and hurting someone else, is karmic debt. What are you creating? Karmic credit or karmic debt? And first time since I've lived here for over 5 years, because going through all these cancer and medical issues, I don't really do too much with my neighbors. I'm lucky if I can actually function. So I'm in a batch of, I don't know, oatmeal loader, whatever. I'm cooking all the time, you know. So, I see people from time to time, and I'll stop and chit-chat. And then they are so surprised because they think that, a lot of times people say, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you because I know I'm very busy. And, dude, I'm busy. Step out of my space. So they're just like, I don't mean to bother you, you know. So the one day I go in to get my laundry in the laundry room, and this lady's over there doing the laundry, and I go, hi, how you doing? She called me on a good day, you know, and then we get talking, and then I pass out my business card. Good sales tactic. I am going to be the best salesperson in metaphysics that ever existed, while I'm being the first female gang war nationwide. If they ever come up with that association, dude, you better believe I will win, because everyone knows I am number 1. First and foremost, always. Who's in control? I am. I control those machines. They are not in control of me. My job is my job. My world. Please don't waste my space. What's it all about? I create that job. That job don't create me. You understand what I'm saying? Who's in control? You or that thing? Bottom line. Boom. Alright? And as they say, and that's the way it is. Okay? So, basically, I have certain projects that must be completed. A project is your life is a project, your home life is a project, your job is a project, your kids are a project, everything in life is a project. Make it simple. Stop with the dogma norm, blueprint schematics. Throw this stuff in the trash. Create your own lingo and then share with the inner circle. Isn't that what teenagers do? So you're older. You come up with your own lingo, baby cakes. And then the younger generations could be like, what are they talking about? Because y'all got your own lingo. They're going to get jealous and they're going to want to know, how you doing that, Grams? How you doing that, Grandpa? Right? Create your own. in your own inner circle. That's what I do, and people are learning. Alright? Why? Life don't create me. I create it. Comprende, mijo? Comprende, mijo? So as I'm doing all of these tea bags, then my next mission for the day, I've already accomplished 2, is figuring out exactly how do I want to create my pomegranate tea. I'll cook it at first, right, of course, and then you put it in the blender and, right, making a sauce, and then you add water, and then you got your tea. But I want to get to where I can do cold brew. So I got to figure out how to do that. Do I chop it up and put it in the blender and then, or put it all in the blender and then throw it in the mason jars is a gallon. And then you got the little turn handle. It's all glass. So then I have my own tea. So it just fills up my cup every morning, right? So I want to get to where I can do cold tea. So then this way I don't waste electricity. That's why I only have $44 for 30 days of electricity. Okay, keeping them pennies in my pocket. And I want to make cold brew. So I just got to go along. And I just thought this up today. So I just have to take time. Now, when I was talking to this lady in the laundry room, I tell her, you know what, I'm making some oatmeal loaded. And people always look at me. Well, let's see. When you go to Waffle House, it's super cool. They have the potatoes, shredded potatoes, and they got 8 layers. Yeah, I still have the earbud connected, so when my phone goes beep, my ear goes beep. Scared the crap out of me. Where'd you go from? Who's talking to me? So what happens when you get old and you forgot you got extra things attached, right? Like half the time I'm looking for my glasses. Well, I don't know where they are. Oh, they're right here. They're hanging. Well, hello to you too. So electronics wants my undivided attention. Okay. Well, I'm busy right now. Don't bother me, okay? Yeah, that's my phone. Anyways, talking to the lady in the laundry room, and I tell her I'm making oatmeal loaded, and there we go. Yeah, she's the deer, and I'm the headlights coming at her, right? And I said, well, basically, it's 31 herbs, 5 different fruits, because men need 3 servings of fruit a day, females need 5 servings of fruit a day, and teenagers need 6 servings of fruit a day. So I'm getting my servings of fruit, I'm getting my herbs, because I'm clearing out all that chemical compounds, stranger danger, foreign object, gotta get rid of this crap in my body. That's what my body's saying, right? So I gotta get rid of this crap. So, plus a few other things that I put in there. That's why it's called oatmeal loaded. So every meal has at least 50 items. And so I said, I'm making it right now, and I'll bring it over. So I went to go, and no. So I text her, because she wasn't home, and I says, well, I got it for you. And she goes, well, I got to finish my bike ride. Here's a woman at 70 years old. She's riding the bikes up to the mountains, because we're in the mountains surround in the desert. The mountains surround. So she's riding the bike. So you got to get your daily activity after all your life, right? So 40 years of aerobics. I also was doing training for the competitions. And of course, I create my own lifestyle. It's kosher motif. I was doing 600 crunches a day, 4 days a week. I did, what do you call it? Hello, come back. My memory. So I'm up to 600 crunches a day, 4 days a week, jogging the bleachers out the high school, 25 times up, 25 times down. Like, yeah, I don't know how many times, but 25, maybe 5 times, whatever. And before I went to work and after work, and I would do that 4 days a week. aerobics. It came back. The memory came back. So I did aerobics for 40 years. So there's a lot of things that you must do. And why does a woman become a professional landscaper? Because it's strength training. So I'm working with heavy equipment. I'm also raking, trimming trees, trimming bushes, laying in irrigation. I mean, the whole thing of landscaping. Why? Because your body must be utilized. You have 4. You must every day work your mind, every day work your body, every day work your emotions, every day work your spirit. They all must connect. That makes a whole being. What is the whole being? The 4 bodies of being create the core. The core is the soul. The soul is the teacher to the spirit that is the student. The spirit is the teacher to the human that is the student. That's how you create one species, because each species has the 4 quadrants in personality. And you learn this through world science, okay? Not dogma, norm. American Medical Association, ex-nay, throw this stuff in the garbage. So when she texted me back, and she told me, she said, when I'm done with my bike ride, I'll be over. I said, okay. So she comes over and she goes, oh, it smells good. What are you cooking? I says, well, for now, oatmeal loaded, because I'm always cooking. Every weekend it's 12 to 16 hours. So then during the week, I don't do any cooking. I just come home from work, heat it up 2 minutes, home cooked meal. Yeah. I was into grocery shopping once every 6 months, and I cook once a week. Because I keep them pennies in my pocket. That's how I do it. And that's how we roll. When things get too serious, heart smiles and belly laughs, baby cake, we gotta roll. Alrighty? When she tried it, she took it with her, and she goes, well, what is it? I says, she brought me a container to put it in. I said, no, it's already in the container. It's paper, disposable. It's a paper bowl, and I wrapped it with foil, and then I showed her in my refrigerator. I took it out. This is oatmeal loaded. So you got your 1 cup of oats, 3 quarts of water, and all the other goodies that go inside. And a few days later, she texted me back, and she said, wow, that was really good. A couple days later, I received in a red envelope on my windshield, she sent me a Christmas card. My first Christmas card since I've lived here for over 5 years. I thought, well, that was really sweet. And it will go into my memoirs. I have a drawer that I keep all my cards all of my life that I've gotten. After I started saving them, of course, So I'm going to do like Jessica Tandy in the movie Rotten Tomatoes. This lady, she was living in, I don't know if it was an elderly home or hospice or what she was living in, I don't know, but she took all of her postcards. She's 90. She took all of her postcards, cut them, touches my heart. She cut them, taped them to the wall. It was her wallpaper. That's what I'm going to do when I'm 90. I'm going to have a souped up flames on the side of my golf cart, 'cause I be in power, baby, at Turtleville. Oh, what fun we're having. This is why I growing up an only child and being a Gemini, anybody else come in the picture? You're 3 is a crowd. 3's not comedy. I got things to do, places to go, people to see. Dude, I'm busy. We're having a moment because it's, it's the twins. It's hilarious. And people become a deer, and I'm the headlight coming at them. So while I'm at the store, I'm always on the lookout for something different. I want to add one little thing that makes that adventure a memory. And today, I'm looking around because I stopped eating bread for like 20 years. And now I'm trying to get back into it because it's hard because with the esophagus falling apart, I have to take really small bites and it has to be moist and soft. So yeah, it's lovely that the acids in my mouth are breaking down the chemical compounds so I can actually swallow stuff that is very thick and heavy. So today I thought, I'm looking around and I was going to get the last one that I got before. It's a loaf of bread. It's like, shoot, this sucker, I don't know, how many feet is that? 6 feet or something? Huge. But it was too thick. Each one is too thick. So we have to downgrade a little bit. So today I'm thinking French pumpkin sesame. So I'm going to try that out. And those look like very big pieces of sesame. Not like my sesame. Sesame must be the little ones. I don't know what the big ones are. So I'll have to read the ingredients. But anyways, yeah. All of my stuff, it's like I'm into junk food right now. And to me, a sandwich is junk food. Even though you got your lettuce on there and maybe your meats and you got your bread and your mayo, of course, plant-based mayo, plant-based cheese, right? So to me, it's junk food. Anything is finger food. I used to call it finger food Friday. You got your hot dogs, your pizza, sandwiches, anything finger food. You don't need silverware, okay? That's what I call junk food. So I got my sandwich maker here, and that is my junk food. Now, one last thing is that for my tea bags, basically, it's a soup spoon, but y'all call it a tablespoon, okay? So I do either 1 or 2, depending upon how thick the herb is, how big or how small it is, Small, I can put 2 tablespoons in 1 bag. And so that's what I'm working on right now. And as I'm watching whatever, right now I'm watching Mysteries at the Museum around the nation of all these things. It's like, oh my god, it's like 28 episodes. It's like forever in a day. Sometimes I have to stop to watch something else to change the mood because you can't stay in the same rut. You gotta get out of the muck. What is muck? Muck is the chaos. That is the forest of life because you're looking at that focal point. That focal point is a tree. That is tunnel vision. That is your rut. And guess what? Lo and behold, you're going to forget you have certain body parts and you're going to get rickets and atrophy and all this good stuff. Oh, on that note, I remember, and this is my last one, and I'm pretty much done. Atrophy. Now, atrophy, because I've had my 7th MRI and 7th CT scan. Every time I talk, fart, burp, that dog next door goes, yeah, okay, who needs a yapper? But anyways, I'm deaf in one ear, so it's like, it's okay. So I just go in the other room. And look at, this thing just wants to hang on to everything, right? Anyways. Really? So, atrophy. If you have atrophy, according to science, you have 6 to 9 years to live. If you have Parkinson's, you have 10 to 12 years to live. So science already has it down to a T. Alright? So October 2023, on my 6th CT scan, it showed I have atrophy in my brain. So if that's the case, then that means now at 2024, I have 5 to 8 years to live. So that means that I have a lot to accomplish within that time frame. Now, I've asked for many years If you knew what was going to happen, would you really want to know? 100% people say they do want to know. I want to know. I want to plan. I want to be prepared. So when shit hits the fan, you're prepared. My mom says years ago that most people go to the beach, they go to have fun and enjoy. You go to the beach, you build the sandcastle, you populate the sandcastle, think of all the natural catastrophes that could happen, and you fix it. Well, yeah, that's logic. And remember, the left hemisphere of the human brain is language of the gods. The right hemisphere of the human brain is male onic energy. Number 3, conflict. The left side of the human body is female onic energy. Number 6, love. During the day, you are dominant in male energy. That is called sun. At night, you are dominant in female energy. That is called moon. Cool thing is that by day, Gemini. By night, I'm Sagittarius. And when you look on the astrological wheel, who is directly across from Gemini? That is their soulmate, Sagittarius. It's funny that I never knew this place existed till I moved to this state. And when I got here, my place of business where I work at is the same street as my last name. And one of the schools I mow is the same street as my first name. Where I work at the end of the street, is the same numbers as my birthday. And the way that the human being, just like Earth, it's like any species, is the life force energy. And you know this is a Reiki practitioner. So you go through Reiki, you learn life force energy is EMF in science, electric magnetic field. It is life force energy out of your aura, through the portals, through the chakras, and you have 28. So as the EMF has life force energy, it goes through the meridian, which is the center of the human body, which is the same thing as the EMF that regulates out of Earth through its meridian. And one of the streets I live at is that exact thing, meridian. Who knew I was destined to come here? My name is all over. Everybody knows me. I have a million paparazzi to come and get my 3rd cancer. Hey, who knew? This is my mission, and this is why God keeps sending me back to help others guide through spiritual healing, spiritual counseling, spiritual teaching, and I will do this through workshops and classes. You just have to get this stuff under control, because after you've done cancer treatments, the side effect of radiation can last for 20 years to life. Yeah, I've got a life prison sentence, life prison term of certain things that my body's not regulating. Cool thing is you can change that. The ear doctor looked at me and said, "You have permanent hearing damage in my right ear." I said, "I'm never going to hear again?" No. I thought, in your mind only. It took about 1.5 years, and I have 70% hearing in my right ear. Really? I got places to go, people to see, things to do. As I told the doctor, I don't have time for this shit. I don't got time for cancer. I have things to do, places to go, and people to see. Bottom line. So, while I'm here, before I got cancer, get my college degree and get a BA or BS or whatever. Bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degree, Ph.D. I have 2 doctorate degrees because this is what I was meant to do. Why do I have a government job? Simple. I wanted security. You have to put up with a bunch of right, BS. But I wanted security so that I could do the thing that I wanted to do in life, and that was further my education, and this I have done. Now I'm 61, I'll be 62 next year, and I am ready to go to the next step. However, the government says I'm not old enough, and I have to wait till I'm 67 in order to retire. Are you freaking kidding me? So in the meantime, what do you do when you get out of college? You either work for someone else or work for yourself. I'm doing both. So that my third career is a world traveling metaphysician. When I first said that, I don't know how many years ago, when I first said that, the only way to do that is to work on cruise ships, because that was my goal. However, when I said it, the universe always gives me what I want. And so it invented Google, because it put that in someone's brain, and then Google was invented, and lo and behold, then I can use it. Now I'm a world traveling metaphysician. That's how it works. I just tell the universe what I want, and I get it. Always. It's the way it works. So pretty much there's nothing in life that I want, and except for certain things will come up, and I need to solve something, so I just be like, okay, I want this, I need this, and there it is, because it depends upon your desire. It's not want or need. Don't say I want or need, because then you sound like a 2-year-old to the universe. No. You have to desire. That means it's in your heart. It will solve a problem. You don't come and complain to God. You come to God complaining with a solution. This is what I need. This is how I can take care of whatever it is going on. Lo and behold, there it is. That's the way it works. And that's what I will be teaching in workshops and classes. And when this stuff is fixed, I can barely breathe sometimes. I can barely swallow because it's been falling apart for almost 2 years, my esophagus. So I'm fixing this. This is why I got saggy skin, because it's the pressure of the liquid buildup, because I have lymphedema, because of the lymph nodes are broken. They're damaged because of the radiation cancer treatment. And you have lymph nodes from the top of your head to the bottom of your body. So that's why I have the saggy old lady skin, because the muscles are so tight that I have to do many different types of massages to get that out. And we're talking knuckles, a knuckle sandwich in my neck. I have to push real hard because I have to get that liquid moving. And that's what happens. So moving it, and then my lymph nodes are working, and then I can breathe and swallow. And so that's what it's about. And then all this saggy crap will go away, because the skin has to compensate that expansion and contraction. And I have more on that subject. But anyway, that's for another day and time. And basically, yeah, that's my adventure for the day. I have 3 things to conquer, and I finished 2, and I have 1 more to go. Yeah, okay, I hear you. Clang. Alright, I'm gonna go turn this stuff off. And yeah, it's about dinner time. It's 10 till 3, and dinner's between 3 and 3:30. Snack is about 5. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I haven't figured out what it is. Oh, I'm doing popcorn right now. Popcorn with plant-based butter, pinch of Himalaya salt, and when I ever get to the point, because I was doing quite a few months, I couldn't sleep, so that's why I started getting the sleeping herbs. Now it's all I want to do is sleep, because my kidneys and liver are malfunctioning right now because of the hibiscus tea. So I have to get that under control, and then I'll probably have problems with sleep again, so then I'll have my sleep aids ready for me in tea bags. How convenient is that? That's what you do. You want to make life convenient for yourself. And so yeah, tonight will be the popcorn, and honey helps you sleep. You can also add vanilla. I was doing that, helps you sleep. Peppermint is the best mint that helps you sleep. Of all the mints, there are 5, and it is the top notch. It's better for you. It helps things process better. Peppermint. So when you put your peppermint, your vanilla, your honey, you can add plant-based butter if you want, and then you melt it, and then you pour it on your popcorn. It's like caramel corn. It's natural caramel corn. Oh, this stuff is so good, but you have to measure it exactly, and not just what you think would be good, but exactly. Everything has a particular number in life, and it has its own number. Measurement, it has its own number of how it will regulate in your taste buds. Create a party in your mouth each and every day. And life is love, love is life. Blessings from Reverend Dr. Juanita Lewis, D.Div, Ph.D, and thank you for your support. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Blessings. And it is a wink, wink,